molds on it. But anyway, so this is the factory over here, and this is Mirai Chan going over to see what she's going to be transplanted with. So inside Mirai Chan right now, she's got like a friend that's kind of a prototype version. So made in Japan, and this factory, they make the molds, and they do the injection molding as well. And it's very interesting. The signs they have are very painful to look at. So there's actually one more, and I forgot to take a picture, but it's actually a picture of a man split in half. And next time I go, I'll take a picture. But yeah, it's got like lots of painful lasers and tools to like cut things. So this is one of our injection molds being developed right now. And here's all the different parts for it. And you see it like this. We get.
You just tell where you get the poster? Huh? You just tell you get the poster? Huh? So far I saw you get the poster?
No, I already. The earliest one.
It's where all the pellets are. What color pellets?
That poster just now I give that
it's
guy
melted, goes through the tube,
our
goes through
signature.
the machine, and it gets injected into the
Okay,
mold.
I don't
Like this.
I want to focus what he's gonna say.
Okay.
Is it? Oh, that's great. Alright. And then out come the parts. Just like this. Over here. And this is me inspecting them this weekend. I have a special guest.
Special guest? Oh my god.
We have his number is here. No, let me introduce you to someone. You probably don't know who he is because I don't see him getting stopped in Comic Fiesta, but I'd like to see him get stopped in Comic Fiesta from now on. And everywhere he goes in Comic Fiesta, you just have to stop him. Do you recognize this guy?
Yes!
Okay, I was completely wrong. Alright, so this is He Brings You Comic Fiesta. They've been doing so for over 10 years, right? How many years? 20? 12 years. 12 years. And he has come to see you today because he has a few words for you. A few words, please.
I didn't expect to get introduced in this way again. Alright. How many of you dropped by the Comic Fiesta yesterday? Thank you very much. Alright. It was a blast. How many of you been to the concert by Endgame live stream?
Yeah!
Awesome, right?
Yeah!
Nice. Alright, we couldn't make it Comic Fiesta without you support for you guys. Alright, I have to thank every one of you. Also, I have to thank Danny for bringing us a lot of things from Japan also. Alright, thank you very much. Yes, thank you all. Thank you.
That's all.
Thanks a lot for Hugh. Let's ready for now. So he's going to be bringing you around here a little bit, and if you want to chit chat with him, get some tickets ready for next year, whatever, it's right. Alright.
Okay, back to
So nearly finished over here. So this is the frame which I showed you earlier on. We snip it out just like Gundam parts, and it's really cool to build. And this is some of the team which work on the mold in Yamaha. Shoes. So I was fortunate to have a mentor called Mr. Dr. and so I used to make shoes when I was back in London. And so this photo was taken a few years ago actually. And I made shoes for like Princess Diana and some of these other clients as well. So I wanted to use technology to make some shoes. We make them in 3D. This shoe, this is Last actually. Last is like the shape of a shoe, right? You use it to like make a shoe. Anyway, so printed in 3D like this, stuck into a platform, and sand it down, polish it off, and then we send it off to a company which duplicates them in silicon, and they do lots of work for Wonder Festival. Quality is absolutely amazing. She development. What's a she development? She development. Anyway, she development. So, going back to some shoe development. So, choosing materials. This is the upper, the top half of the shoe. That's called upper. And this one looks really cool indeed. Very cute shoe. Okay. So clothes as well. Lots involved. So some of this is developed in Spain, Korea, Taiwan, and Thailand as well. So there you go. So we'll probably have Mirai, the default model, in her summer uniform. But I like her in like casual wear as well. So this is the reason why I've developed these t-shirts, which look kind of good. So I like to do things in parallel so that things like get done as soon as possible. So we've developed at the same time this lady over here. And the name is Kisuna Yumi Swanto 002. Alright, so 002. As you can see, she's got very large eyes. Very large eyes. So, but I hear that Malaysians, you don't like large eyes, you like them to be non-existent, is that right? Is that right? No? Okay. Do you like cheating, don't you? Anyway, so, Kisuna Yumi, it's looking really nice. So this is actually the same mold as Mirai-chan, and which is given her a different makeup and looks completely different. It came out much better than I expected. As soon as I get back to Japan, we're going to start doing the face masks for Kisuna Yumi. 002 Kisuna Yumi. Alright. This is Mirai-chan, and she's going to be out in hopefully by March. And as mentioned earlier on, the first country outside of Japan is going to be Malaysia. That's being So, soon, no more robbery, because you walk around, you go to work with a doll on your shoulder, and then everyone will be walking around with like dolls on their shoulder, and then you'll be like a real man, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay. Soon after the US, Spring 2000. Alright, so that's it for SpongeBob. So, usually when I do these talks, I like to share a few learnings. I don't feel it's fair that I should learn stuff and keep it all to myself. I think I'm running out of batteries. No, still good. Okay, so I'd like to share a few things that I've learned during the production of a Smart Doll. And so this is the biggest project that I've ever worked on in my entire life, and there's like lots and lots of hurdles. And working on something of this size, at times I thought to myself, like, why am I going through all of this grief? You know, why is this happening? Why did this turn out like this? And it's a very straightforward formula. The bigger your goals are, the bigger your hurdles will be, and the harder you shall fall, basically. And it's something that you have to deal with. So here are some examples. So for me, I work with lots of different vendors when developing this Smart Doll. So I've got like different people doing the uniforms, the wigs, the eyes, the outer shell, the frames, the robots, the programming for the robots, the boxes. There's like just like so many different things to handle, and managing all these vendors is, I can smell like McDonald's. Someone is Has someone got McDonald's or did someone just fart? Because they smell the same sometimes, don't they? They do, right? It's no, right? Maybe they're making food for us, I don't know. Maybe it's smell like macaroni to smell like really nice. Anyway, so there's like constant disappointments all the time. Why is this happening? Why is this person doing this? And so on and so on and so on. And it's something that once you start having like disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, it's very easy to just give up. So I'm going to tell you straight. I'm wondering if the person making the t-shirt is here. It's Rita here. Rita. She's there. So I mean, it's not just a t-shirt. It's like constant disappointments. Sometimes it pushes you right to the edge. And it's so easy to say, forget it. It's not doing this. I don't need to go through this grief. That's it. If you do that, your big goal becomes nothing, and you're never going to reach it at all. So even though you have like big goals of like whether it's like graduation, or you want to get to this company, or you want to like finish this gun empire you're making by next Saturday, it could be anything. I think if you start to treat all of these disappointments as something that can make you give up, then that's it. Just like say goodbye to your goals. So it's very important that whatever you try to do, especially if you're trying to do something big, you're going to come across lots of disappointment. So the important thing is to never give up. Otherwise, you'll end up with absolutely nothing. Backstab. I've had my share of backstabs. Fair share. I'm sure you've had your fair share of backstabs. Who's been backstabbed? Yes, it's you. That's right. We've all been backstabbed. What do I do? You stab them. So, yes. Behind them, right? Right. You won't do that. You feel like doing that. It's actually the wrong thing to do. So, what do you do in life? If you have like a big goal, you need to like start trusting people. So I know people who go through society, they don't trust anyone. Like in extreme cases, they're walking down the street and they're looking behind their back all the time, even in broad daylight. Instead of walking behind their back, and it's like they go to buy a ticket and they're like looking at them as if they're gonna like jump out, like stab you, whatever. So in some extreme cases, I've actually seen that happen in some very extreme cases. When you're setting out, especially when you're setting out to reach a goal, it's like very personal to you. It's like very important. Very special, but sometimes you need to involve people. You need to like start trusting people, and sometimes it can be very difficult because it's you're trusting something to somebody who's going to be a part of your big dream, and sometimes that can be like very difficult, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but then sometimes you get stabbed in the back. So with this project with Smart Dolls, we've been stabbed. So I've been stabbed in the back quite a few times, and it's not a pleasant experience at all. And but I think that as you go through life, it's going to happen sooner or later, and it's just something that you have to live with. But the most important thing is that just because one person has stabbed you, not everyone's going to stab you. They may kick you or may steal something from you, but no, everyone's going to stab you. So it's very important to trust people. If they stab you back, you quickly recover, and then you move on, basically. So another thing about the bigger you go, the bigger the hurdles is that there's so many unknowns. So I don't know how to make dolls. How do you start making a doll? It's like you got your wigs, you got your eyes, you got like these frames. There's like so many unknowns. But unlike an era which I grew up in without internet, all of you have Google Sensei. So Google Sensei can like tell you pretty much anything, and so that's where I get like all my knowledge from, like Google Sensei, or my networking with people and like asking them and so on and so on. So just because you have a big goal and you can't even see the goal, just don't give up. There's always Google Sensei, there's people around you that you can ask, and so on and so on. Okay. 4 things we waste time on. So I call these 4 W's. Okay. So I wanted to share this with you because I think that there's many of you out here who could possibly be wasting your time on some of these things. Worrying. So, accompany with you. So, I used to worry. I used to worry about, I used to worry a lot. Waste my time worrying about stuff. And I realized after Culture Japan Convention that worrying is a complete waste of time. So Culture Japan Convention was, it's like running convention. There's like lots of things to worry about. You know, there's ticketing, there's crowd control, security, there's like the advertising, there's like sponsors, the construction work, the booth layouts, the ticket queues, the guests, their flights, what they're going to eat, who's going to take them around. There's so much to worry about, so much. Then I realized after CJC, there's absolutely nothing to worry about, and I wasted lots of time just like worrying about stuff. And so I've done a bit of research on this, and it seems that like 80% of the stuff that we worry about doesn't come true at all. So there's good worrying, and then there's bad worrying. There's like worrying which like can be very damaging for us, and some people say that it causes cancer and causes lots of illnesses as well. But then there's like good worrying. It's like, okay, I'm very concerned about I'm concerned about this screw over here that it's going to fall out easily. Okay, I have a worry, then I quickly remedy it. Okay, I'm going to fix it by doing this, this, and this. So there's like good worrying and bad worrying, but it's very important to identify that lots of your worries are absolute waste of time. So don't worry about it. Waiting for the right timing. So I have lots of conversations with lots of people, and they wonder what the right timing is to like leave their job, to like hunt for another job, or what's the right time to like go to Japan, or what's the right time to do this. So the answer is there's no right time to do anything. They say, especially, there's no right timing to buy a house, have kids, or get married. There's absolutely no right timing. The right time is probably when it's probably now. So lots of people like make excuses. Well, it's not the right timing. Oh, I'll do it next year. And sometimes I feel that we're nearing the end of the year. People make lots of New Year's resolutions. Okay, from next year, I'm going to study Japanese. From next year. And it's like, for me, it's like, okay, why wait until next year? We can start doing it right now. So, and I don't make any New Year's resolutions. I mean, if I want to do something, I pretty much just start straight away. So I would urge that if you do have a New Year's resolution, is to make that resolution to not make New Year's resolutions. If you want to do something, just do it right now and just see how it goes. There's no right timing. Wreaking vengeance. Now, the reason why it's called wreaking vengeance used to be called revenge. Well, then I couldn't have 4 W's. So I went to thesaurus.com, typed in revenge, and it said wreaking vengeance. So, wreaking vengeance. This means to take revenge on people. So, when people do something bad to you, like backstab you, trying to get back at them is a waste of time. So I get trolled a lot about anything and everything. I get trolled for my mirror water. Why is he taking water? I get trolled for making dolls. I get trolled for breathing. Right? So if I start listening to people, then I'll be dead because they don't want to breathe. But anyway, so there's other forms of attacks which I've had in life up until now, and sometimes you want to, you want to take that, you want to step them back, right? You want to like, and then run off. So retaliating or wreaking vengeance against them is probably the worst thing that you can do, because you can use that time spent on your own career or doing your own thing, basically. And so wreaking vengeance is the worst thing you can do to somebody who has stabbed your back. Because the best thing you can do is actually continue to do what you're doing. Because people who hate you, right, they hate seeing you do well. So I'm really satisfied with my dogs over here. And when I imagine the look on their faces, it brings great pleasure to me. So, don't attack people, just carry on what you're doing. Writing. This is the last of 4 W's. So I used to complain about things, oh god, I was in a hotel room the other day, and there was like water all over the place, the toilet was leaking, there's like toilet water, and you could like swim past it to like get to the bath, and I spent some time like whining about this and that, this and that, this and that. And whining wastes time, really does, you know. You spend like 10 minutes whining about something, or 10 minutes like doing something that gets you towards your goal. So whining is a waste of time. So this is an example over here. I don't think you'll get this, but let's try. So we live in the first world right now, and so first world people, they complain about first world problems. You know, this one, did you get that? It's about in my head when I saw this. So then searching Google for first world problems, came across this. It was like midnight, I was laughing my head off, and my wife was like looking at me straight to us. So obviously the here is a misspelling over here, but this is the first world problem. This is what problems in the first world, people in the first world have these sort of problems. They want to watch TV, but you want to eat chips. So chips, I think that's an American word for crisps. Do you call them crisp or chips over here? Crisps, right? Potato chips. Sprinkles. Alright, well, anything crispy. Like you watching TV, you eat something crispy. And you know, you can hear it crunchy in your ears, right? Crunch, crunch. You can't eat TV. People complain about it. It's, oh God. Yeah, let's watch TV. Just, I want to eat my crisps, I just can't hear. It's like when you're in cinema. You want to eat popcorn, but you can't hear what's going on. It's, oh, want to watch this film, I want to eat popcorn at the same time. Why didn't they make popcorn a drink? So, this is what people complain about in the first time. But remember, it's a waste of time. Because it's absolutely nothing compared to the problems that some people face in the third world. So remember, we're going to go back to all these things. Okay, no, you're going absolutely the wrong way. Things we waste time on. So these are things which I try not to waste my time on anymore, and I don't think you should waste your time on either. Seek your purpose. So this is the last thing I want to talk about today before I bore you to death. So lots of people, they're not really lost in life, and so I was lost in life as well, up until I discovered Japanese culture. I have absolutely no idea what I wanted to do. I knew I didn't want to make shoes, and I was very lost. I didn't do too well at school. I was bullied constantly, and I had like very bad grades as well. So this is a little exercise to maybe help you decide what you want to do in life. And the sooner you can discover that, the sooner you can make the decisions to put you on the right track. So, what is the purpose of your existence? So this is something that you should start asking yourself. And you know, why do you wake up every day? You know, some people may just give a bland answer. Oh, I wake up because I'm going to school today. Oh, I'm waking up because I'm going to work today. There's something more deeper than like just waking up and going to work or going to school. Is to ask yourself, why are you going to school? It's because people want you to go to school. It's because you want to go to school, and so on and so on. And then you start looking at the small different things that you do every day. Why did you come to CJ Night? Why did you spend 5 hours to plan for that exam? And the more you start to do this, the more you'll start to develop questions on all the different small things that you do. Whether it's like buying a new camera, or going to a particular shop over on the other side of town, and so on and so on. Then, when you start asking yourself, did you do that thing for yourself or for others. Okay? And would it matter if what you've done, whether people can see the result of your work? So let's say there's I don't know, for example, there's a guy like cleaning the toilets, right? So I have to clean the toilets in my office because everyone like splashes everywhere. And I've got this little sign on the wall saying, Mirai-chan will get angry if you splash around, so please don't splash. So that works for a while, and then people just start splashing. Just don't splash when you come to my office. So my office is more accessible, so if you come into Japan and you want to visit my offices, if you're free, you can come along to my offices and just like have a cup of tea or whatever. But if you use our toilets, please don't splash, because I have to wipe it up. So let's take the example of a guy who has to clean toilets like me. So I'm cleaning toilets, and someone's watching me clean toilets, and I'm like, clean toilets like this, and I'm working really hard. And then my boss disappears. So I'm cleaning, my boss disappears, and it's like, oh, he's gone now. No, just relax. Just play a bit of Mirai Clock 3 or whatever. So this person is other people watching him do work is very important to the task that he is currently doing. So myself, I was doing this exercise a lot, and then I realized what I really love doing. And it's a mixed stuff. So to tell you the truth, I think I shouldn't say this with my wife. Is my wife? It's my wife. She's not here. Okay, she's here. I can tell you. So she found out the truth. I got in trouble because she's the finance director. So my purpose is to make stuff. So if no one in the world bought Mirai, I'd still continue to make them because I love her. I think she's really cute, and I want her to have like a proper frame, and I want to have this really cute doll. And that's what I found out with lots of other things which I've made in the past. It's not that I make it just for other people to use or just for other people to buy. I make it mainly because I want it for myself. And like these t-shirts, I think like a few years ago I started wearing white kind of t-shirts because I printed them like on demand. You go to the shop and give them an image and put it on a t-shirt. And I wanted my own white kind of t-shirt, and I thought it made sense that lots of Mirai-chan fans would have them. So that's what I did basically. And this is not difficult to understand because a long time ago, cavemen, let's take cavemen for example, they made weapons to hunt for food, to hunt for animals, so that they could make clothes for themselves. They made tools to make shelter, and so on and so on. But when they didn't do that, they actually made stuff, and they dug up lots of artifacts, and there's like dolls, there's like artwork, in the caves, there's like pictures of like cavemen hunting bulls, and occasionally you see like pictures of like aliens and stuff like that as well. So either cavemen made them or aliens made them. And I think that's something that, I tried to do some research on this, but I couldn't find anything at all. One of the human instincts is I believe it's creativity, and so we have like basic human instincts like seeking food and shelter and so on. So I think there's like something in us which wants us to be very creative. And I think that's quite evident in like people doing like doujin work, they draw stuff, and people who cosplay as well. Really take pride in the work that they do as well. So there's something in us that really wants us to be creative, and that's what I found. Being one of our purposes is to make stuff. I think environment is very important as well. So obviously I'm just like still doing lots of research on this subject, and so Japan has been a place which I've always wanted to live and work in. And so I eventually made it over to Japan, and so this is my wife and I in Harajuku, and it's really great place to be. And I think that learning Japanese has been one of the best things I've ever done, and without Japanese I just could not communicate with the factories that make these bowls, the factories that make these shells, and so on and so on. So, like learning language has been very important for me. And now that we make the wings in Korea, the Korean that I learned in university has helped me a lot as well.
Release my hand.
Alright, next stuff actually talks about the culture Japan food. I'm just going to go through this anyway. So this was a presentation which I gave at CF. And this is a part where I just do native advertising about my stuff. And we talked about culture Japan nights, Chitosegori, t-shirts, water, t-shirt, Miracle Free. All of you got Miracle Free, right?
Get up from this place, okay?
So this is free. It's a free app on Google Play and App Store as well. And if you haven't updated it, you can actually take pictures.